What's going on, guys? It's gonna be a real quick video. I want to talk to you guys about how many of you knew from the time you were an adolescent. How many of you guys knew that far as your love life was concerned that you would never get a woman? Because I knew from the time I was an adolescent, I knew back when I was a teenager that more than likely things weren't gonna work out for me. And I'm pretty sure you guys had a general idea, because I was just thinking to myself that, those adolescent years, those teen years, pretty much let you know if you're marketable to women or not. Those adolescent years let you know your market value. If you didn't date in high school, if you didn't have any girlfriends, if you weren't having sex early, you pretty much had a general idea of how things was going to be for you then when you were a teenager. I was wishful thinking back when I was a teenager. I was hoping that things got better, but I pretty much had a general understanding and idea that more than likely things wasn't going to be good for me. And I knew this as an adolescent. I knew that more than likely, as far as my love life, ain't nothing going to pop for me. Ain't nothing going to work. I'd never win. Just like Shao Kahn used to say on Mortal Kombat, you will never win. Yeah, I knew I would never win. Yeah, I knew it was over and done. Arrivederci. I knew it was over and done as a teenager. How many of you guys knew that it was over and done for you as a teenager? Because I was just thinking to myself, like, it don't take guys to get grown for them to know where they stand when it comes to the opposite sex. Because when I was an adolescent, I pretty much had a general idea of where I stood when it came to women. I had a general idea early. It's sad, man, but it's crucial that those middle school and high school years, those years are so vital. I was just thinking about the middle school and high school years. They're so vital because those years let you know how your life is going to play out. Those years let you know, are you going to have a wife? Are you going to have kids? Are you somebody that people respect? I feel your adolescent years will even let you know if you're someone that people will respect or admire. Your adolescent years will also let you know how people perceive you. Do people perceive you in a positive light or a negative light? Those adolescent years are very crucial to your development. And I just want to know how many of you guys knew from the time you were an adolescent that more than likely you would never be a married man, you would never have a wife, you would never have kids, and you were destined to be jacked up forever. Because a lot of these dudes who are severely jacked up, I want to say this for the record, a lot of guys who are severely jacked up, they didn't just become jacked up. If a person is jacked up, what a lot of people fail to realize, they've been jacked up for a long time. It's just now that, because see, the older you get, it gets worse. And people start to notice certain things the older that you get. A lot of these dudes that are jacked up like this, when they were teenagers, a lot of these types of dudes were bullied by people. They were disrespected by people. I'm sure you guys can relate. I'm sure you guys can relate. I'm definitely sure you guys can relate. A lot of you guys, when you were young, you pretty much had a general understanding of how, things in your life was going to play out. So did I. I was hoping that things would get better the older that I got, but, unfortunately for a lot of us, things didn't get better. And sometimes I just wish that I could rewind the hands of time and just play life all over again. You know how you F up in a video game and you could just restart the game and just play all over again, get a fresh, clean start. I wish that life was like that. But unfortunately, this game of life is permanent. What's done is done, and you can't go back in time to erase it. Just like when it comes to talking about these issues and circumstances with men. Now that I'm grown at 35 years old, I'm going about this in a more professional type of way. And if I could rewind the hands of time, I would have talked about these issues in a more professional, intelligent kind of way. I would have, because the way I was going about it before it just wasn't cool. You know, there are certain things you just don't get on a presentation and say. But how many of you guys knew from the time you was a teen that more than likely, far as your, love life, it wasn't going to amount to much? Because I knew early in life, I knew it wasn't going to pop for me. I knew I was destined for damnation early in life, and I see why those adolescent years, those middle school, those high school years, at 35 years old now, I see why those years are so crucial. Because those years right there, they determine how you're going to be in life. They determine if people going to like you, if you're going to be a person that people respect, if you're going to be a person that people view in a negative light, if you're going to be the type of guy that women like. Those middle school and high school years determine all of that. Determines what kind of person you're going to become. Are you going to be the type of person that people respect and admire? Or are you going to be an outcast, a reject? That's why I say those middle school and high school years are so crucial. And sometimes I think to myself, just imagine if you were a father and you had to tell your kids all these bad stories. How would your children view you? What perception would they have of their father if they knew you endured all of this turmoil? But this just a little quick check-in. Just wanted to check in on this beautiful Saturday. It's nice outside. Just let me know how many of you guys knew from the time you were young that more than likely things as far as your love life wasn't going to play out. Because I don't think I'm the only guy who predicted this. Because everything in my life, as far as my love life, it unfolded the way that I predicted it. It unfolded the way that I thought it would. I know that I can't be the only one who predicted this reality. I can't be the only guy who predicted this. I know I'm not the only guy. I know some of you guys also knew from the time you were an adolescent that you would never have a wife, you would never have children, and your legacy would die off. I know I'm not the only one. But just wanted to talk to you guys real quick. This year about to be over, guys. But you guys enjoy your Saturday. Talk to you soon. Peace out.